Hey everyone, welcome to my ALM implementation channel. Today's topic is the Gemini 2.5 Pro experimental model, which was released by Google just recently. So today I'm going to walk you through how to use it in the Google AI Studio and also how to call its API using a Python notebook, specifically Google Colab. If we head over to the chatbot arena, which ranks model performance based on user votes, you can see that Gemini 2.5 Pro is ranked right at the top and is performing extremely well, competing strongly against models like GPT. Okay, let's try out some examples. Here we are in the Google AI Studio. If we look over here under the model selection, you can see we have Gemini 2.5 Pro experimental. We can check the details, the input and output pricing. Currently, it appears to be free to use during this experimental phase, which is fantastic. It's highlighted as best for coding, reasoning, and multimodal understanding. You can see the knowledge cutoff is January 2025. And importantly, let's look at the rate limits. It shows 5 RPM generally, but then clarifies free tier gets 2 requests per minute or RPM and 50 requests per day. That's crucial to remember, especially the 2 RPM for the free tier. We can try out some of its impressive multimodal functions here. I'm really interested in analyzing my previous video about practical Gemini fine-tuning. Now, let's try asking it something. Give me a full analysis of the video. Alright, we got the response from Gemini 2.5 Pro this time. Let's see the analysis of the video. Overall impression effectively blends reviewing visual documentation with a hands-on demonstration using a concrete sample and showing actual UI steps. If you guys saw my earlier video, this pretty much captures all the key content accurately. It did a great job understanding the steps and the purpose. I have to give that a really good rating. Impressive. Okay, so the next part I'm really interested in exploring is how we can use this model programmatically. How do we implement a project in Colab and actually call the Gemini 2.5 Pro API using Python? Let's quickly look at the API documentation. The model name we need to use is Gemini 2.5 Pro XPO 325. It supports various input types: audio, images, video, and text. The token limits are huge, over 1 million for input and 65K for output. Capabilities: it supports function calling, code execution, search, grounding, thinking, but tuning is now supported for this experimental model currently. And if we check the rate limits again for the API, yes, for the free tier, it's 2 requests per minute and 50 requests per day. We definitely need to handle that 2 RPM limit in our code. Alright, next part, I'll walk you through a practical example in Google Colab showing how to make Gemini API requests. This notebook will basically read prompts from a CSV file, interact with the Gemini 2.5 Pro, and send requests to rewrite those prompts. First, we need to install the necessary libraries, Google, generativeai, and pandas. Then you need to configure your Gemini API key. And here we configure the API key and initialize the genai.Client. We also define our model name. Crucially, we set up our rate limit constants based on the free tier. 2 RPM means we need a delay of at least 30 seconds between requests. I'm adding a small buffer, making it 31 seconds. This function handles sending the actual request using client models. Next, we have a function to read our input CSV file. The rewrite a prompt function takes an original prompt, constructs the detailed instruction for Gemini, telling it exactly how to rewrite the prompt while keeping the meaning and details the same, and only providing the rewritten text. It then calls our sender request with a retry function. The main function puts it all together. It initializes the client, reads the CSV, sets up the output data frame, and then loops through each prompt. Alright, make sure you've uploaded your input CSV file to your Colab session storage. Then we can run the main function. Okay, it's running. We loaded 83 rows. Here you can see the output. It prints the original prompt. Shows it's sending the request to Gemini 2.5 Pro XP 0325. Then it prints the rewritten prompt received from the model. And importantly, waiting 31 seconds before next request. That's our rate limiting delay in action. It processes the next one, original prompt, rewritten prompt, waiting again. This looks like it's working correctly. It looks like maybe I hit the rate limit when I ran this earlier during testing. It stopped around example 47 or so. That daily limit of 50 is something to keep in mind for larger data sets. So that gives you a look at the powerful Gemini 2.5 Pro model, both in the AI Studio with its multimodal capabilities and how to call its API from Python. I hope this was helpful. Let me know in the comments if you have questions or what you plan to try with Gemini 2.5 Pro. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.